Good morning, Magic. I'm Gavin Verhey from Wizards of the Coast, and today I've got a box of Double Masters 2022 draft boosters to open up and tell you all about. Super exciting. You've been following previews for a little while here. These are actually fresh into the office. I just got one. I'm on my way out to Command Fest Philadelphia. I've got a couple hours and thought, hey, I'll record this thing for you, get it right out so I can show you what's inside one of these boxes, because I'm recording this on Thursday and the full set goes up tomorrow. So let's crack this thing open and see exactly what's going on here. And hey, if you're in Philadelphia this weekend at the Command Fest, I'll see you there. Should I bring any of these cards? Maybe I should bring out my Commander decks with them. Well, let's get started. Got this cool box art right here, by the way. Liliana Amanatu. Good stuff. But enough of that. I mean, I'd love to stare at this box forever, but we got to crack this thing open and see what's inside. Cool little top here. You get this cool Hydra art on one side. On the other side, you hear about all the draft archetypes. I did a whole video covering these archetypes, so it shouldn't be new news if you've been following the channel. I'm not going to cover them all right here, but you can freeze frame and check them out if you want. Let's get into the booster packs, because that's the real spicy meatball here. Double Masters 2022 draft booster, 16 cards. Let's crack our first one and see what we get. All right, we'll start with this egg token right here. Here's Cryptic Spires. You'll find this card in every pack, pretty much. A really wacky new thing. Lets you circle which of the two colors you want to play. So instead of including a bunch of guild gates, we just got to include Cryptic Spires, and that way, it'll make sure your mana is really good. It's kind of a 3-color draft format, and this is Pauper legal too, so you might see a little bit of play there. Woohoo! Talran Sky Summoner foil right here. That's pretty cool. 2 foils every pack. Talran Sky Summoner and Carrier Thrall. Could be any rarity, so all kinds of cool stuff. Not a bad beginning. Balefire Liege, another rare here. Twin Flamer are the rare, so 2 rares per pack, 2 foils per pack. Glorious Skull Ashina, Boros Garrison. Ooh, check this out. That's awesome. Here is a Flicker Wisp. Opening this is such a delight. Bloodflow Connoisseur. A bunch of commons here. Of various kinds from throughout Magic history. It's so cool seeing a smorgasbord of cards from Magic's history, right? You've got Balefire Liege from Eventide. You've got, this Flicker Wisp, which is a brand new artwork, and by Thomas Baxa, who hasn't done artwork for us in a hot second. All the way through, Einak Bonkin from Darkir. You've got Ultisaur from Commander Legends. Downshifted Lava Coil. Pauper players get excited. Something for you right here. So, yeah, lots of cool stuff. Running around here. Looking at this Cryptic Spires is so wild. This is something really new that we decided to try out here. Make the limited format hum a little bit stronger. And if it's popular here, maybe we'll try it out in other formats, right? Instead of including a million guild gates, you can do something like this where you could pick 2 colors in deck building, which is kind of neat. Notably, I actually didn't realize it before cracking these open. These packs have the rares and foils in front. I don't know if every run of Double Masters is like that, but often packs that are made in Japan have this, which these packs are Japanese packs. I'll show you how I know in a second. So that's this pack. I'm gonna set it down here aside. So you can tell, well, one, because first of all, bottom of the box, they'll say made in Japan, so I can check the bottom of the box. But also, when you have the puffy sides on the packs, see these are a little puffy on the side, usually means they're from our Japanese manufacturer. So that's kind of cool. But also, yeah, if you look at the bottom here, fabricated in Japan. Oops. You might be able to make that out. Fabricated in Japan. Anyway, the important part is their fun fact there. It's often the Japanese producers put the rares in front. Just how it is. So Battle Bond was the same way, I think. Some sets were. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what cool stuff we have. Fairy Rogue, another Cryptic Spires. Ooh, foil showcase coiling oracle. I have a feeling every pack's going to be a delight. I'm so excited about this. Check out that Richard Kane Ferguson artwork in all its glory. That is so cool. So amazing to get RKF back to do some stuff for us. And coiling oracle, of course, Commander staple, one of my favorites. Foil God Willing, too. Nice. Rares, Anger of the Gods. Check this out, borderless. That's pretty cool. Brand new art. Really glad to have brand new artwork for this one, and really cool that here on Anger of the Gods, it's about the Kaldheim gods, right? So it's kind of trippy. Pithing Needle, cool, nice reprint. Look through the other stuff we got. We got Stagger Shock, limited All-Star. You want to pick that up in draft. Common Is It Charm. Excited to see what that does for Pauper. Lots of cool Pauper downshifts. There's another one folks are talking about, the 10th District Legionnaire. Lots of fun Pauper downshifts in this set. There is, on the PFP, we've been talking about how much of an impact this set's going to have for Pauper, and I cannot wait for to hit Magic Online and to see exactly what these cards end up doing. common Swift Spear too. I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff here. All right, straight to the case here with the rares and foils up front. We got Boar. It's funny, normally I'm like building up the drama all pack, talking about the commons, and you're like getting right to the chase at the front of the pack. Woo! That is an adrenaline rush. Bant Charm, cool. Still sees playing cubes and plenty of commander play. Lie of Sky Knight, nice little detain card. Supreme Verdict, speaking of stuff from Ravnica, originally from Guilds of Ravnica. This is become a staple removal, like Wrath Sweeper kind of spell. And Revelark, one of my favorites. Before I came to Wizards, I was a huge Revelark player. I played Revelark over and over, wrote tons of articles about it. And then, of course, ironically ended up I played it in a ton of PTQs and did Medium, and always kept saying play Revelark. And I eventually started making top 8 with it. And then I switched to Fairies and won my next PTQ. So I guess the moral of the story there was I should have just been playing Fairies the whole time, but good beats. Ooh, I think there's new art for Last Breath. I don't know if I've seen that one before. That's pretty cool. Strands of Undeath. This is a nice card from the original Ravnica set. 4-mana aura that makes them discard 2 cards. We did this cycle of these cards in original Ravnica, but the blowout with them is if the creature's gone in response, if they kill it in response, for example, you don't get the effect at all. So sometimes you will Strands of Undeath your opponent's creature to make sure they don't kill your creature in response and stop the ETB effect from happening. So keep that in mind as you're doing this. Old art for Rampant Growth too. Haven't seen this one in a hot second. Nice to see that here. All right, on to the next booster. And those showcase cards in full art are just so rad looking. That's amazing. All right, next pack. Here we go. Bear, there it is. 4/4 Bear for Bear's Companion from Khans of Tarkir. So in Tarkir block, the Bears were 4/4, so we're none of these 2/2 piddly boys. Here's Cryptic Spires. Foil Spell Pierce, nice. 2 foils in every pack at the front. It just feels so good. Crew and Striker, little Avacyn Restored Blueprint. Moving to our rares. Oracle of Moldiah, sick. Love that. Gonna go right into a commander deck. Legion's Initiative. Flicker out all your stuff from Dragon's Maze, I think. Remember when we were talking about this card, I think originally it was an Anthem that pumped everyone +1/+1, then someone had the idea of red doing power and white doing toughness. I remember we worked on that card a lot. Orza Pontiff Downshift to Uncommon. It's a cool downshift there. Blood Artist, brand new art here by LA Draws, really cool piece. There's the Bounce Lands. I did a whole video on the Bounce Lands. You want to check that out. Relief Captain. That's new art for Relief Captain as well, so that's pretty cool. Shadowborn Apostle is back. Folks have asked for this for ages, and at common, nonetheless. So, it was common before, but you can collect them even easier in packs of Double Masters 2022. Burnt Your Emissary. Ooh, look at this. Back of the pack, Borderless Rampant Growth. That looks stunning. And I love the Dominaria flavor here too, right? Lord Windgrace dedicated his life to restoring Urborg to its former glory. Rest in peace, Windgrace. Yes, he died, as it turns out. Sacrificed himself in the war. But Commander 2018, when we were making that set, we got to pull cards from anywhere, pull characters from anywhere. So Windgrace at that point in time, we decided, let's look back in time. Let's see how living Windgrace. All right, here we are. Zombie token. Cryptic Spires, get used to that. Skeleton Archer. Fun story on this card. When Ethan Fleischer was leading, this came out in M19, I think. His idea was to use some tropes that were, we've done a lot of classic tropes in Magic. We've done, I know it's funny, I'm stopping a Skeleton Archer, but stick with me. I promise it's an interesting design story. We've done a lot of classic tropes in Magic of what skeletons are. But what Ethan realized is, in today's day and age, a lot of people know skeletons from Minecraft. And there's skeleton archers in Minecraft. We should do some new tropes as well as some old tropes. So we did Skeleton Archer as a nod to those cards and kind of the new ways that skeletons are often used in media. I think that's kind of cool. Gnarlback Rhino. Ooh, Showcase Forbidden Orchard. Awesome. Every time I get one of these borderless cards in a pack, it just gets me so excited to go put it in a deck. Of course, played in Eternal formats for a long time with Oath of Druids to make sure they have a creature, but also just a good mana fixer. Played in Commander too. Lavalanche, blow up all their stuff. This card was a beating in Limited. If you are drafting and you see Lavalanche, you should take it. It's gonna crush their hopes and dreams. Blinking with the Familiar. Aether Mage's Touch. By the way, Aether Mage's Touch, cool card right here. I think this was originally rare, downshifted here to uncommon. Dragmangler, brand new art on this guy. Momentary Blink. This is a card I play in Commander, by the way. Supernatural Stamina. I think this card's underplayed. B, bring a creature back when it dies. So easy to keep mana up for that. Pirate's Pillage. Yeah, all right, cool. On to the next pack. Just every pack of joy. And also so many memories looking at some of these old cards. Like, I mean, I haven't been stopping at all the commons and talking about them because you know a lot of these stories, you know a lot of the cards, but man, so many of these cards have funny stories with them. Expires again. Thought Scour, brand new art for this one too. Love that art. And foil. Good work, Julie Dillon. This is a riff on the card Mental Note, right? Mental Note was an Odyssey, milled you for 2 cards and drew you a card. You can target them with Thought Scour, which is kind of nice. Here are the games. Child of Alara reprinted here. Get your 5-color Commander action on. Pull from Tomorrow. Card play this card in Commander plenty. Draw X, discard a card. It's a really efficient draw spell. Instant speed is huge on this. There's the Bear's Companion, makes those 4/4 bears from Tarkir. Wall of Omens, Sadrax's Spectre, downshifted to uncommon. Heroic, Wing Street Rider, Winkwaddle. I see a borderless card here, I'm too excited. Okay, Thought Scour in borderless, so actually 2 Thought Scours this pack, that's kind of cool. Double Masters, if you will. Love that borderless look. Believe this is it's probably on Lorwyn with the fairies. Could also be Eldraine, one of those two. But pretty neat art here. And then we also got, another Coiling Oracle, awesome. Well, that's two on the way. I gotta get some of these cards into my Commander deck for this weekend. I don't have a deck with me that plays Quelling Oracle. I didn't bring a green-blue deck, but maybe I'll go build one or something. Maybe I'll build a Commander deck out of this box. It's probably, between the Baldur's Gate box that I have lying at my desk and this, I could probably go build a quick Commander deck to bring this weekend. That could be fun. All right, there's a lot of great cards in both sets for Commander. We got Cryptic Spires. We got Lightning Bolt, nice foil Lightning Bolt right out of the pack. Zap, getcha, Lightning Bolt time. League Guildmage, cool. Ho-ho! There we go. Borderless Teferi's Protection at rare. Really exciting. Here's a card I can go slide a new deck I'm bringing with me. That is nice. Teferi's Protection, borderless. I love that we have to take these iconic cards and give them the borderless treatment. They just look so awesome. Anguish Unmaking 2, really nice removal spell. Of course, Sorn getting rid of Avacyn here. Truly a tragic moment. Spider Spawning, one of people's favorite limited cards of all time because you get to build this fun Spider Spawning deck. You can do some fun with Spider Spawning here in this format too. Rancor, huge, really exciting reprint. This card used to rule the roost back in the day. Always fun to have around. More Thought Scour, Seeker Squire, Ingenious Scob, Titan Strength Thrive. It's fun to see all these old reprints. It looks like a total random melange, but in Limited, they all come together and have archetypes, right? You've got your +1/+1 counters archetype, or you've got your Sacrifice archetype, and building a master set, designing one is really interesting because you have to use pieces that already exist, right? It's like putting together a puzzle. It's like, okay, well, I'm building a Sacrifice deck. What weird little old reprint will go right into this? You're Kissing Guanar, or whatever. Sign me up. It's really fun. Agony Warp. Cool. Doom Traveler. Into our rares, we got Gave, speaking of counters, Guru of Spores. This is from the original series of Commander decks. Back here, +1/+1 counters, creature. Really neat stuff. Lots of infinite combos with this guy too. Pretty easy to go infinite with Gave. Gave? Someone in the comments probably knows. You can let me know. Whitleaf Liege. This card was brutal. If you, this is in the same block as Thoughtseize, so if you kept a hand of a bunch of Whitleaf Lieges and no other spells, and they had Thoughtseize on turn 1, it was sad times. Sad times for them. I love that even after you finish the rares and foils in every pack, you're like, I gotta go see if I get any borderless cards, right? Path to Exile, that's cool. Any borderless cards here? Experiment 1, big downshift for Pauper, Experiment 1. I cannot wait to see what this does to the Pauper format. Between this and Commander Legends hitting, there's a lot of good stuff there. And the red aggro decks with some of these new cards, like the Legionnaire and Swift Spear, I think might have some real strong legs, which is exciting. I think it's cool this set, has stuff for all formats, right? Modern, gotcha. Legacy, gotcha. Pioneer, gotcha. Commander, gotcha. Pauper, got you too. I think that's great. Cryptic Spires. Annoyed Altasaur in foil. Capture Sphere in foil. Grand Arbiter, good old Grand Arbiter. One thing that's tough is we didn't really want to reprint this card in a Commander product where you would actually play Commander with it. We talked about this card in Commander Legends 1, and we're like, it's just so miserable. We don't want anyone playing a draft game with Grand Arbiter. But we know some folks want the cards, so in Double Masters, it's a great place to put a card like this because, people who really want it and want to torture their friends can go get Grand Arbiter Augustin, which also has a showcase version too. Shattergang Bros. Another cool Commander card. One thing we realized when working on the set is that Downshift Myth realized. That's cool. One thing realized. One thing we realized when working on the set is that there were a lot of old cool commander cards that had never been reprinted. And as we're looking to get rares for the set, we could just go dip into some of those and print them out and let people get them for the first time, if they didn't have them before, and also do things like make foil etched versions and so on and so forth. Here's Dark Dweller Oya Oracle, downshifted from rare to common. This is a big ad for Pauper. I know the Mogwarts players are very excited about this, so that's something. We'll see if it makes as big of a splash as folks are thinking. It's that deck generates a ton of mana and then has a ton of creature and creature tokens lying around. So maybe that'll be a big Pauper player. We're gonna have to find out. Our Cryptic Spires is here. Go for the Throne foil. Cool. That's a nice one. Haven Initiate. Mizzix of Ismagna. Speaking of old commander reprints, it's from the Experience counter year. Some definite hits and misses that year, but this is a pretty fun one, I think. Mathis Fiendseeker. Hey, I made this card. I had this idea for bounty counter cards in Commander 2017, and this card was called Van Sengirsing. The idea of being a vampire bounty hunter was pretty funny. That was the playtest name. And it kind of came through with a few tweaks at the end from Brian Hawley. So neat stuff there. Dragon Arch. Here's an Apocalypse card. Have not seen this card for an age. Pretty cool card. Remember in Apocalypse when it came out, everyone was talking about this card. Of course, it didn't actually end up really doing anything. But now in this format, this draft format, you draft enough big creatures, Dragon Arch might get you there, right? 2 mana to play something out of your hand for free is not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. Might Old Cursa. I think that's new art for Might Old Cursa too. Good old Mook, as what does it call it? M-O-O-K. All right, on to the next booster here. All right, let's see what we got. Bear, still here, Bear. Wingsteed Rider, Severed Strands. On to the rares, Ashen Rider, Reanimation All-Star Ashen Rider. Great card for a, cube commander. Just cast it if you need to. Yahenni, a legend back here. Fun to build the deck around this guy. Or excuse me, this person. Aetherborn are gender neutral. We got Goblin Banneret, the Guildmage, Lightning Bolts. Cool, great to see Lightning Bolt. Fireblade Artist, another downshift right here. Something to keep people talking about, those downshifts. I know maybe just because I get a million Pauper-related messages on social media, but a lot of folks talking about the downshifts. All on top of all the sweet rares. I feel like, of course, understating it. Oh, Cat Dragon. Oh, here it is, little 3/3 Cat Dragon from Wasatora. Fun story here is in Commander 2017. I told a longer story on the Melissa and I's podcast, but in Commander 2017, I had the idea for doing a Cat Dragon, so I made a card, and I made Wasatora, which is something that Kelly Diggs told me existed in Magic history, and so even though the uncommon cycle I originally designed it for went away, Wasatora actually ended up sticking around, and it makes these cute Cat Dragon tokens, which I'm so happy to help bring into the world. Cynthia Shepard, of course, did a great job on the art here. Stormfleet Pyromancer, Hyena Umbra, Firesong and Sunspeaker. I think this is the first time you can get them in a non-buy-a-box version, so non-foil. That's pretty cool. We got Verena Lich Queen. Hey, I made this card too. I talked about this in my C18 review, I think, about how we wanted to do, we talked about doing a zombie deck in C17. Didn't work out. So in C18, I was making a white-blue-black deck. I thought I'd make a little zombie deck to bridge white-blue and to bridge blue-black zombies in Innistrad and white-black zombies in Amonkhet. It was either this or vampires, right? We did end up doing vampires in C17. As we all know from Edgar Markov. Edgar Markov being red, bridging the red-black vampires of Innistrad and the black-white vampires of Ixalan. So it was one of those two. We ended up with vampires in C17, but did Verena next set, C18. I thought there'd be a cool chance for that, and that's reprinted here. New art on Summerbloom. Love this art piece. That's fantastic. River Hoopy, so much fun to say. Another Lightning Bolt, Hoopy. Common Militia Bugler, speaking of Pauper downshifts, that's a biggie. Rift Bolt, Call to Feast. Web Weaver Changeling, back from Mono Horizons. Oh, and Cat Dragon. So cool seeing a Cat Dragon token in a pack. I think that's the first time it's ever been in a booster pack before. It's been in the Commander decks, of course, but that's what I'm saying. Just a walk through history, Double Masters is. Open up these cards, and you're just like, oh, there's a bit of history line right there. Okay. Egg, Cryptic Spires, Monastery Swift. There it is, the Common Swift Spear itself. Experiment 1. Panharmonicon, Saffron Olive, better known as Seth, or the other way around, I suppose. Seth, better known as Saffron Olive. Here's the card for you, Panharmonicon. We got Impervious Great Worm. I believe this is still the biggest creature in Magic, 1616, right? When Eric Lauer was making Guilds of Ravnica, he's like, need a buy a box promo? We're gonna make it the largest creature in Magic. I think this is the first time you can get it in non-foil as well. Could be wrong about that, but who's counting? Sign of Darkness here. This was a huge card. That got a lot of folks excited with Dark Supplicant, which can go find it all the way back in Legions. Or Legions or Scourge? I think it's Legions. And now it's here. It was made to harken back to Spirit of the Night in original Mirage block, where you could, if you got Spirit of the Night and the Breath Stealer, or sorry, if you got the Breath Stealer and some other cards, you got to bring out Spirit of the Night early, and Sign of the Darkness let you do that with Dark Supplicant. More bounce lands. Oh, I see a borderless card coming up. Whoo, Kozali Pride Mage, very cool. Love the style on this guy. What a regal looking Pride Mage here. An Elder in one Pride of the Sigiled Cast in another. This card's been an all-star since it came out. Even in Standard, this was played. And now it's, great cube card. Love it. I think I see some play in Eternal formats as well. Or just the flexibility of a creature that can then blow up and kill off an artifact or enchantment is super nice. Gonna have to do so much work to get all these borderless cards. I want for my commander decks. Maybe in a modern deck or two. All right, we got a boar. This set is not boring, but there is a boar. Cryptic Spires, Foil Rift Bolts, could also spend. Ground Assault from Gate Crash. Smothering Tithe, baby, there it is. There's a big hit. A lot of people have asked where this card's going to show up. Well, here it is in Double Masters 2022. There's also a showcase version, but I'm plenty happy just getting a normie version here. Nice work. Between this and the Teferi's Protection, opened up some good white cards here. Phyrexian Altar as well, another great open. Wow, this pack is a banger already. Phyrexian Altar, Smothering Tithe. Let's see what else. Cold Steel Heart gets a reprint here. And the new Snow Frame. I think that's a first as well. So we got this new Snow Frame in Kaldheim. Well, here it is. Cold Steel Heart. Skin Render. Now with the Phyrexian type, by the way. Didn't have that printed before. I love when we can update cards like that. Common Cartel Aristocrat, also nice. When we can, be like, oh, we changed everything. This is a Phyrexian now. Well, hey, now it's got Phyrexian on the type line. That's pretty nice. All right, on to the next booster. What do we got? We got Fairy Rogue, we got Cryptic Spires, we got, Foil Showcase Orzhov Basilica. I'm so happy these are finally in Showcase. I know I got to preview them, but these cards are staples. They have been for a long time, and we've only ever had one piece of artwork. So to finally switch it up here with a new piece of artwork for the bounce lands, I'm so happy. And I don't know why, so I got kind of two comments on my bounce land video. I got like, oh yeah, these are great, super happy to have them. And then like maybe a quarter of the comments or something were like, bounce lands suck, don't play with them. I'll say that in really competitive Commander, yeah, you should not be playing with bounce lands in your deck. They're too slow. But in most Commander games, for most Commander decks, bounce lands are really, really, really good. They put you up a card. You can watch my video to explain why. They're just +1 card. They fix your mana in a 2-color deck and help make sure you hit your land drops throughout the whole game. Huge bounce land fan to put them in all my Commander decks. And I mean, I like to think I know something about Magic. Maybe I don't. Maybe I know nothing. But as someone who played competitive Standard, played on the Pro Tour, played a lot of bounce lands in their decks, as someone who first picked them in Limited and talked to some of the best players in Magic about them, I like to believe that I know the bounce lands are powerful, and I would continue to play them in your Commander decks. So there's me humble bragging for a second and telling you why you should play bounce lands in your deck. Humble brag, by the way. We're gonna make that the code word of the video today. So what I always do about halfway through, and we're a little more than halfway through, is give a code word. So if you watch this far, you can drop it in the comments so I know that you've gotten this far. I love knowing who's actually watching the whole thing versus just skimming around. So humble brag. Work it into your comment, be a little sly about it. If you can get it into a post down below, that'll help me know. Humble brag. All right. Ooh, Emil, big reprint here from Jumpstart. Actually, fun fact about Emil, I don't think I've ever told this story before. Originally, all these, there were like 2 legends, I don't remember which 2 in Jumpstart, all the way up to the slideshow, so very late in the process, that had this hybrid ability, where they were white base, because Jumpstart needed them to be monocolor, but could be 2 colors because of the hybrid mana symbol that shows up in their mana cost for Commander. There were 2, I don't remember which 2 they were, but I saw the slideshow and I'm like, Yanni Skolnick was the person helping lead them. I was like, Yanni, these are really cool, but I feel like there's part of a cycle here we could really finish out. We should identify 3 other of your legends that you had. I already had legends in Rare. We should give them little hybrid abilities so you can play them 2 colors, so it's a full-on cycle. And that's where the cycle came from. Now, I don't remember if Emil's one of the ones I suggested or not. Maybe that was one of the ones that was already there. But regardless, it's I was a instrumental part of making this cycle happen. So I know a lot of folks like these cards. There's a fun little story for you I never got to tell. Darksteel Plate, cool reprint. Indestructible, makes the creature indestructible. What is not to love? I see a borderless card, I'm going to skip right to it. Hey, Azorius Chancery, we got to double up on our Bounce Lands extended art here. Perfect. This will go right into one of my decks too. Oh man, I'm going to need so many of these Bounce Lands. I play them all. Seriously, play Bounce Lands in your deck, okay? Bloodwater Entity. I think this is the first time this is that common as well. Cool for your blue-red spells decks. Capture Sphere, Monster Swift Spear, Gnarlback Rhino, 4-mana 4/4 trample with upside. Oh man, I could do a whole video about Bounce Lands, and I literally already have, so I'm not going to do another one, but just try them out, play them. I totally agree that in the most high-powered of formats, yes, they're slow, and you risk getting wastelanded or whatever, but from the majority of Commander players, you should be Bounce Landing. Even Guildless Commons, the colorless one, is solid, which isn't here in Showcase, sadly. We'll have to say that for, I don't know, the next time we do a thing like this. Stagger Shock, Sensor Splicer, Elsha of the Infinite, backup commander for Commander 2019's decks. The front face was Savine, but I know a lot of folks preferred playing with Elsha, who I still sees a lot of play to this day. Cool to finally have a reprint of her around. Intet the Dreamer. This was from Planar Chaos. So in original Invasion block, we did 5 dragons. We did Rith the Awakener, Croesus the Purger, and so on and so forth. They were all the Shard dragons, so that's like green, white, red, and white, blue, black. I guess they're called arcs to some folks. Well, in Planar Chaos, which is alternate reality magic, we did the wedge ones, which, green, blue, red, and so on. You would call it teamer now. We didn't have that word back in the day. Back in those old fogey days. Uncommon Graveblade Marauder. That's kind of a neat reprint. It used to be a rare. Great way to deal a bunch of damage to them. Eternal Witness. Great to have you back. Mana Leak. Super powerful counterspell. Nice. All right, on to the next booster here. We're just tearing through these, but I guess there are fewer stories to tell probably, and the rares are kind of the big focus. Domestication, originally rare, I believe, in, was it rare? No, maybe it was uncommon. Uncommon Rise of the Eldrazi. I know we upshifted it in Core Set. I think it was uncommon in Rise, we upshifted it in Core Set. Or maybe that never happened and we just talked about it. Someone in the comments will know. Anyway, Boartusk Liege, another Liege from Shadowmoor Eventide. Makes all your stuff bigger. And Magister Sphinx. Makes the player's life total 10. Strike them down to 10 life in Commander, all the same. Go from 40 to 10. I know that card has caused many people to gnash their teeth. Another Summer Bloom, Washout. This card, by the way, in Invasion. Woo! Back in the day, this was a huge card. Bouncer Kavu Chameleons. If you've been around for Magic for 20 years, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you don't even know what a Kavu Chameleon is. And when you go look up Kavu Chameleon, you're going to be embarrassed that we played Kavu Chameleon. But we did, and we liked it. For those who don't know, it's a 5-mana 4/4. And you can, it can't be countered, and you can pay a green to change its color. That was Kavu Chameleon, and it was a constructed level card. Things were different back then. Saproling, Cryptic Spires, Vampire Sovereign, Foil Shadowborn Apostle, nice. Just gotta get, 60 more of these. My favorite Shadowborn Apostle deck, by the way, is my Commander deck, or not my Commander deck, but my goofy Modern deck. It is like 240 cards. It's like 100 and something Shadowborn Apostles, 150 Shadowborn Apostles or so. 2 Runescar Demons, 4 Battle of Wits, and you just shotgun Shadowborn Apostle and Runescar Demon to tutor for Battle of Wits and play it. It is the most glass cannon deck you could imagine. It is definitely not good, but it makes me smile. Alesha, what a cool reprint to have here. It is a meaningful card for so many folks, and I'm really happy we got to get it in the set. Villainous Wealth, Jeremy, if you're out there, Jeremy Noel, I know this card's for you, big Villainous Wealth fan. Tower Girl, Flicker Wars, Lightning Helix. Oh my gosh, it's Lightning Helix. So cool. Like I said, a little bit of history in every pack, right? Let's see these cards. And I'm like, I know. I remember that card. I remember playing with that. It's a good time. All right. Next booster. Elemental, Cryptic Spires, Dragon Arch in foil, Knightly Valor in foil. We got Mana Drain! Boop, boop, boop. I don't know what that sound effect was, but super exciting. I don't know why, I'm just hyped up. Feeling hyped today. I got Double Master 2022 box. Mana Drain, exciting reprint, obviously. I don't need to explain much about this one. Legends Rockstar, last seen in Commander Legends, and now here in Double Masters 2022. And then Rurik Thar, the Unbowed, sitting right next to it. Might not have the pedigree that Mana Drain does, but it will still deal you 6 damage if you cast one. So, I played against this deck last weekend at the last Command Fest I was at. Rurik Thar, the Unbowed, dealt me a lot of damage, that guy. Mentor of the Meek. This is my first ever preview card, actually. Before I came to Wizards, I got to preview Mentor of the Meek in Innistrad. And so I've got a special place in my heart. White card draw, and now at uncommon. So Peasant, if that's a thing anyone out there plays, getting some boost from this set too. Ooh, there it is, Monastery Swiftspear, common showcase. Red players rejoice. No sign of movement. Looks like we've got the element of... Not their last words, though, so maybe they survived it, you know? Maybe guys is okay out there. Who's to say? Deadly Recluse, Ingenious Scab, wrap around and things out. I'm so hyped opening up these packs. All right, let's keep going. All right, we have Spider Token for spider spawning, of course. Cryptic Spires, Burning Tree Emissary, Liliana's Elite, Forbidden Orchard, there's a normie one right here, so not borderless, but still excited to have it all the same. Hostage Taker, printed with the correct rules text. This had to give this one Day Zero Errata, because it could accidentally target itself and go infinite. Whoopsie doopsie. So finally the right text on this card. Nice to have that around. Pacific Sabers, Thronex Prophetic Bolt, downshifted to uncommon. Used to be a rare, constructed playable in Apocalypse back in the day. So once again, it's like a bit of history. Bit of history in every booster pack. Just going to keep saying that. Maybe I should have made the code word history. Well, too late now. We're fully on the train of the code word I said earlier, which I will not repeat here. You have to go back and find it yourself if you skipped ahead in the video. All right. We got Egg. We got Cryptic Spires. We got Rancor. That's cool. Militia Bugler and Foil. Foil Rancor is awesome. What is this? I'm so excited. Ooh, Dragon Lord Dramoka with Richard Kane Ferguson artwork. Sick. So cool. I love we have RKF back and doing a Dragon Lord no less. That is phenomenal. Oh, that's so cool. Bloodforged Battle Axe. Also showcased the version of this card around too, which is awesome. Oh man. Every pack is just a hit. The hits just keep on rolling. Coiling Oracle. Yeah, there's the normie one. Oh man. All right, I think we only got like 3 or so packs left. So it's been a fun ride here. With all these cool Double Master 2022 cards. Let's see if there's any, what juice we can get out of here still. We got Sapperling, we got Cryptic Spires, Jeskai Elder, Foil, downshifted to common, I believe. So that's an exciting new one. Guess I didn't say that already. Deep Analysis. Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, so I made this card. So I'm very excited to open it up. I remember we were looking for a black-green exciting spell. And I thought back to Abrupt Decay and was like, we should make another black-green removal spell. And I submitted it really early in design, and it stuck almost exactly as is the entire way through. The only difference is you used to be able to target your own stuff. So you could target your own thing to go ramp for a land if you wanted to. We decided to cut that mode off of it. I think it also milled the player until they hit a land, which was clearly going to be ridiculous in black-green, so we got rid of that. But yeah, one of my designs. So cool I have it here. Can't wait to play with this one. That's cool. Machias the Lunarch. Fun fact, this was in the From the Vault before Innistrad came out. I think this was actually the first Innistrad card anyone ever saw, which is kind of a funny choice in retrospect. Doesn't really tell you much about Innistrad, but it's a cool card. It was always hard to get those cards right because you had to lock those preview cards down for a dual deck way before the rest of the set. So picking a really safe thing like Machias was often the choice. That's why we did that with like that, Blue Chronos and a few other cards. Uncommon Livewire Lash. Hey, here's a Showcase Selesnya Sanctuary. Neat. That's cool to have around. Brindleshote, Sensor Splicer, Jeskai Elder, Leon's Elite. Oh, and look at that. Showcase Seeker of the Way. Go find the way, buddy. You can do it. Hope you seek the way. Ojutai sought to rewrite history. Those who disagreed sought the truth elsewhere. I think it's cool that, original Seeker of the Way was in Khans of Tarkir. This one is clearly in the Dragon's timeline. It tells a bit of that story. So, that's neat. Maybe we'll go back there someday. We'll see. All right, 2 more boosters. We got this one, and we got the other one. Let's see what's in this one. Boar, Cryptic Spires, Foil Sidisi, nice. Cool, this is a big commander. This card was also baller in Standard. Not that anyone out there is still battling the Standard format, but I remember playtesting with this card a lot. Originally, it didn't have the or more on it, and so you could do some very gross things. I remember building an Alter the Brood deck back when I could target yourself, another thing that changed. It was totally ridiculous. Lava Coil and Foil. We got a Dragon, a reprint from a commander deck. First time, I think, in a non-commander set, so that's cool. I might have even designed this card or helped Glenn design this card. I can't remember. He designed so many cards, you know. Bedlam Riveler, cool reprint. This he's play in Modern sometimes. Jerry Thompson's a fan of that one. Dream Shipper Shaman, Vampiric Reds, Global Sword Shaman, Balustrade Spy. This card has an infinite combo, or not infinite combo, but a combo deck in Legacy, right, with Oops All Lands. Nice. All right, going into our last boosty here. Here's the other one. See what we get in our last pack of Double Masters 2022. We have Elemental, Cryptic Spires, Deadly Recluse, Ingenious Scab, Necrotic Ooze. I played a very bad combo deck with Necrotic Ooze once in Extended. Yes, but there's a lot of combos you play with this card. Get it going with Grim Poppet, things that get counters, pretty easy to do. Combo, Console of Allocation, a cool white-black legend here. Dream Saber Shaman, again, Extract. I made this card, Extract from Darkness, all the way back in Conspiracy. Glad I get to use it so much now. Sweet, well, so many cool cards. And we're not done quite yet. I'm gonna clear this out of the way, because I do have one last thing I wanna do. I wanna crack open a box of Double Masters 2022 Collector Boosters. I figured normally I do my own video for the Collector Booster opening, but there are 4 packs in a box because they're so darn spicy. And I figured I'd just open them up along with this video so you can kind of see all the Double Masters goodness that's fit to print. So pardon me as I just floop that out there. You see all the pack carcasses. And here we are, booster box of Collector Boosters for Double Masters 2022. How much luxury can you find in a single booster? The answer you'll find is a whole lot. So much cool stuff here. Every pack is just brimming with awesomeness. Let's, oh, tore from the wrong side there. Let's crack this baby open and get this experience on the road. Double Masters 2022, Collector Boosters. 4 packs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here they are. Let's see what spice we get inside. I'm so excited. Here we go. We've got first pack, foil token in the front. Double-sided, I think, too. Vampire on the other side. Ooh, and then we got to turn it around to get the rest. Got Stormfleet Pyromancer, Fireblade Artist, Lava Coil. There's all kinds of hits from the set, commons and uncommons. Go for the Throat, nice. Summer Bloomin' Foil. All the foil commons and uncommons in the Collector Booster hit so hard, especially in this set. So many of these are playable hits, right? It's like, look at all these. You get Lava Coil, you get Thought Scour, Go for the Throat, Summer Bloom right away. And look at this, RKF, Showcase, Coiling Oracle, gorgeous. Bloodbraid Elf, Borderless too, I got to preview this one, great new art. Paolo Parente, first new art, I think this is a funny story by the way, I didn't tell this in my video. First new art piece since Alara Reborn, which is the set where Bloodbraid Elf debuted. I think that's kind of cool. Foil Burning Tree Emissary, nice. Hey, hanging out together, look at these two buddies, Burning Tree Emissary and Bloodbraid Elf. That's just a good tag team duo right there. Good clean stuff. Mentor the Meek with its great alternate artwork here. Very cool. And Borderless. Figure of Destiny and foil. I remember this was the pre-release card for Eventide. Was quite a player. Still played today in cubes and so on. Borderless Elenda. Nice. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Oh, so cool. That's a great piece by RKF. Again, Richard Ken Ferguson. I'm so glad we have him back. Just knocking it out of the park. Oracle of Moldiah in foil etched. Well, this is, I know I opened one up earlier. I said I was going to put that into my deck. I was lying. I'm going to put this one into my deck instead. Wow. That's awesome. This card just as good as it was back in original Zendikar. Super exciting. You saw that. Foil, Dockside, Extortionist, Borderless. Not bad for a Collector Booster box. Yeah, baby. Oh my gosh, that is the open. That is the good stuff. That is the hotness. That is so exciting. Dockside Extortionist. There it is. Wow. I don't even need to open up more packs. I'm happy. I got Dockside Extortionist. There it is. Woo. That is. Oh, I gotta go get a sleeve. That is an exciting open. I'm just gonna set that right here. Very carefully. We'll sleeve that up in a little bit. All right, on to the next card though. Here we go. Supernatural Stamina. Yeah, all these commons and uncommons, super exciting. I already cannot wait to see what we get in the next, I mean, I was so excited about these last pack and I'm still excited, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, there's the, rares and mythics at the back I gotta get to. Still cool to get these Borderless cards. The Secret of the Way, again here, awesome. Muldrift, good old Mully D, here he is in Borderless, so cool. This has been a staple since it was printed, basically. Foil Unearth, that's rad. Foil Unearth, super cool, love that treatment. Seeing these Borderless cards in foil is rad, and Jeff Miracle, a classic old artist too. Foil Flicker Wisp by Thomas Baxa, wow, these Collector Boosters are just bangers. You open it up and there's like every single card you get excited to buy, especially like, okay, I mean, the commons, I mean, at least some of them excite me. Some of them are Severed Strands, which don't really get me going. But then once you get past those commons and uncommons, which are still often pretty exciting, by the way, it's like every card I still want to like stare at and think about. Foil Greater Gargadon, love this card. This is actually a really meaningful card to me. I played this a lot in Standard back in the day and reprinted it recently in the Commander decks, the Exit from Exile deck. Love this card. It's in my Carter deck right now. Super good. Bloodforged Battle Axe and Showcase and the borderless version, so cool. Woo! Foil Etched Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn. Are you kidding me? Look at that. That is awesome. Wow. This is so cool. That is phenomenal. Foil Borderless City of Brass. Bling out my decks with this bad boy. At the very back, we have our token, Treasure and Boar. Wow. These packs do not miss this foil. Foil Etched Emrakul. Are you kidding me? I'm hyped today, but I'm hyped for good reason. This is really exciting. These cards are rad. All right. Here we go. Commons, uncommons. Still cool stuff. Still excited about it, but yeah, I mean, after seeing what I've got in these past few packs, let's see what we get here. Another Monster Swift Spear, great. Start to bling out that deck, get that Pauper deck ready to roll. Azorius Chancery, can't wait to put that in. Young Peasy, yo Young Peasy. Hey, if you're watching this Ristic Studies, this one's for you. I know you're a big Young Pyromancer fan. Steve Prescott, why do they say you shouldn't play with fire? Fire is the best thing to play with. Well, I don't know if that's good life advice, but for the Young Pyromancer, perhaps it is. Foil Borderless just looks stunning. Foil Bloodbraid Elf, oh, seeing that art in this way is so fantastic. Videlkin Ori, Josh Lee Kwai, get excited. And now I can put this into my deck. Maybe crush you with it. Videlkin Ori is here. Supreme Verdict in Showcase. Nice. Borderless treatment. Well, grant that the siege engines are gone, but you think that might have been a bit of overkill. Well, Sergeant Malsworth, sometimes you need to kill all their stuff so it can't be countered. Don't know what to tell you. Hey, Jeremy Noah, get excited. Foil Etched Villainous Wealth. That is awesome. Wow, so much goodness. And then, foil Borderless Phyrexian Altar. So good. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Aven Initiate Foil, Elemental Foil. One more pack left. These collector boosters are just totally hitting here. All right. I love this. All right, we got Sensor Splicer. Secret of the Way, cool. Foil Spell Pierce, happy to have that. Travel Prep, you want to draft this guy. Showcase Lightning Bolt, cool. That's awesome. Get a borderless version here. My, how shocking. This deals 3 damage, not 2, Baron. Come on. You know better than that. The shock deals 2 damage. Quizali Pride Mage. Yeah, I saw you already. Foil Rakdos Carnarium. I'm going to put this in my Carter deck right now. Bring it to the Command Fest with me this weekend. Bam, there we go. Love that. Rampant Growth and Foil Showcase. Oh, stunning. Glenlunder Liege, brought back from Eventide. Or Shadowmoor, actually, for this one. Not Eventide, because this is the Allied Colors ones. Shadowmoor was Allied color, Eventide was enemy color. Phyrexian Altar. Okay, here's the version we just got, but not in foil. Still very cool to have around. Drogskull Reaver, foil etched. Big reprint here. I know a lot of folks were excited to see this one. I remember trying to make this work all the way back in Dark Ascension. Didn't quite get there in Standard, but in Commander, it was been gaseous ever since. Oh, foil Borderless Sensitive Divining Top. So just to recap, we have got foil Borderless Sensitive Divining Top, foil Borderless Phyrexian Altar, foil Borderless Dockside Extortionist, and then what am I missing? I'm missing one. I'm just so overjoyed right now. What is the last foil Borderless that I got? Foil Borderless City of Brass. What a bunch of hits. What a bunch of hits. And I love this top too. This is Sensitive Divining Top set on New Kamigawa. So this is as if you would find it right now in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. That is so rad. And then Soldier and Boar. Well, what a banger. I'm just gonna look at these again, right? Look at these. Look at how gorgeous these are. Foil Sensitive Divining Top. Foil Phyrexian Altar Borderless. Foil City of Brass Borderless. And then this Dockside Extortionist. That is nuts. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. What a cool opening. Ending on that collector booster note was totally the right way to go. I didn't know if it should be its own video or not, but I'm so glad I got to open it for you here and show it off to you today. This is awesome. So much cool stuff. I'm going to go update my Commander decks. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying all the previews for Duel Masters 2022 and cannot wait for you to get your hands on it very, very soon. The pre-release, or I guess not technically pre-release, but release events are just around the corner. I'll talk with you again soon. And in the meantime, may you open up just the card you're looking for. And may you open up just the card you're looking for. Get it? I did it twice because Double Masters. Anyway, you got this, and you got this.